evening's SSE Ayrtricity men's first division match between Harps FC and Tree United FC. Just giving you the starting lineups. For Harps, Rory Kelly returns in nets tonight, number 31. Number 4 is Dahi McCallion. Number 7 is Ryan Flood. Number 12 is Stephen Doherty. Number 14, Keaton Porter. Number 19 is Billy Banda. Number 20 is Sean O'Donnell. Number 22, Ryan Rennie, captain for tonight. Number 26 is Tony McNamee. Number 55, Matthew Mackinson. And number 77 is Semi Scott Wara. And giving you the Tree United FC team, number 24 in nets is Corey Chambers. Number 2 is Ben O'Riordan. Number 3 is Mark Luden, who's the captain. Number 5 is Lee Devitt. Number 7, Conor Barry. Number 10 is Dean George. Number 11 is Stephen Christopher. Number 19 is Enda Kern. Number 20 is Jordan Talon. Number 25 is Mark Walsh. And number 34 is Adam Lennon. And your match referee tonight is Daniel Murphy. Paddy McDade on the commentary tonight, and I'm glad to say I'm joined here by Club Secretary Rory White. Rory, thoughts on tonight's match?
Thanks, Paddy. Yeah, listen, fine evening here in Ballybofey tonight. I suppose just say hello to all the people out there in LOI TV land, all our fans around the world, really. So it's good to see everybody in the stand here tonight and on the terraces. So, listen, it's our third time to play Treaty tonight. Things have gone okay, the 2 games so far. I think we've won 3-0 against Treaty earlier in the season, and we won 2-0 as well. So more of the same, please.
Yeah, for sure. At the last game, 26th of May, down in Treaty was 3-0 with Ryan Flood getting 2, 1 from penalty spot, and young Aaron McLaughlin getting a debut goal. And of course back in April to a home game here with Ryan Rennie getting the goal and the Silva. But Harps were on a good run until last Monday night when they were down to Athlone. A great draw here last week against Galway. In fact, many people thought they should have won the game and could have won the game. So after that defeat on Monday night, a lot of the home fans here will be looking for a reaction here tonight. I'm sure Dave Rogers will be as well.
There's no doubt about it. It's a very disappointing result down in Athlone. You know, the lads just didn't really seem to get going down there, and before they knew it, they were behind. And, you know, they steadied up well at half time, but listen, the game was gone at that stage. I'm not sure how well we coped with the surface down there. It's never ideal, I suppose, whenever we're used to playing in grass all the time. But yeah, just getting back to one of those earlier results, Paddy, one of my favourite moments this season so far was young Aaron McLaughlin's goal away down in Treaty. You know, it's just a memorable goal. I see him on the bench there tonight again, and maybe he might come on and have a similar impact there.
Yeah, absolutely a great memory for Aaron. Treaty have lost their last 3 games, but they won a game before that in a draw. So I watched their game last Friday night as against Longford. I saw a bit of it, and they played very well in that game. In fact, they were up 2-1 at one stage and lost at the very end in the depth. So, you know, they have a few new players in themselves like Harps. So no doubt they're starting to gel as well, and it'll be interesting to see how they get on tonight.
That's it. You know, it always happens this time of the season. You're just a couple of weeks after the transfer window, and yeah, let's see what we have in store here.
Yeah, so it'll be Treaty that will attack the town end here for this first half. It's a grand evening here in Finn Park. The pitch looks in excellent condition. So Treaty will go along with Keaton Porter with an early header. And that ball's gone out. It's the left back there, the captain Ludden. So Scott Wara looking for Ryan Rennie, who returns to the starting 11 tonight after missing that game in Athlone. It was a big loss, obviously. Good to see Ryan back in there in the middle of the field again tonight, Rory.
Absolutely. I thought he had a super game against Galway. And fantastic to see him back in here again. It's all part of his rehabilitation back into the team. You know, maybe Dave kept him off the AstroTurf down in Athlone, you know, for his own good, really, because he put on a massive shift the night before, or the couple of nights before. So great to see him back.
Yeah, so Stephen Doherty judged to have fouled number 34 there, Adam Lennon. I think he's been a recruit. I think he actually scored the first goal against Longford a couple of weeks ago. Young lad coming in doing well as well. So Trudy looking to get on it early with Ludden just trying to do the quick one there, but the reset. This one's going to go into the box, no doubt. Test out Harps keeper Rory Kelly very on, and Scott Wara has dealt with it, but there's been an offside, so a free out to Harps. So Trudy in their away strip tonight. Harps in their traditional royal blue here at home. As a tried to G the team up here. So Rory Kelly with a long kick looking for Tony McNamee, but he's beaten there by Walsh.
I think straight away, Paddy, I can see, you know, a much better tempo to start the game with tonight than there was there on Monday night. So Harps are, they are, as Dave would like to say, on the front foot a lot more. So seems to be a better energy about them already tonight, which is good to see.
Yeah, I'm sure they've had a week of training trying to work on what didn't go so well last Monday compared to what went well on Friday night. For certainly the first 50 minutes against Galway, they were well on top. Before Galway got a goal on the break, and then the sending off certainly changed the dynamic of the game. But Ryan Flood playing more central tonight. Looks for Scott Wara. It's good build-up play by Harps. Get it wide to Porter. He looks to switch the play. It's a good ball to that box. Oh, just a wee bit overhit. It was the left wing back Doherty got himself into the box there. Oh, Tony McNamee with a nutmeg. He jinks his way into the box. They're free to get tackle in. Scott Wara gets up the line. It's a deep cross, but nobody on end of that. Rory, just interestingly, Scott Wara was taken off last Friday night, and then Mackison was taken off on Monday night. They both settling very well here at Fun Park, but they'll be looking to maybe get back to performing very well tonight themselves.
Oh, listen, I'm sure there's nobody more unhappy than the two lads themselves. You know, the last couple of games there, but listen, that shouldn't take away from how they've played. You know, since they've come, the two lads have done really well, and seem to have started well tonight there again. You see Scott coming up this right hand side, and just the cross was just a little bit too deep there, but you know, they're great athletes, these guys, and no doubt they'll be able to put that behind them now.
Yeah, for sure. So we switch from Flood out to man Scott Wara. It's a good ball inside to McNamee. So reverse back into him by Porter, looking for BG Bandy. He'll do well to keep this in, and he has just about, has he? No, the ball's just gone out. So young Sean O'Donnell getting a start again tonight. Rory's good to see him back in there. He does add a wee bit of speed to that front line.
Oh, that's for sure. I think I can't remember, was it the home game or the away game against Treaty? I think it was the away game actually, where Shawnee was taken down for a penalty, and he was actually taken down for the free kick outside the box. Ryan Flood scored both dead balls. So like Treaty will know what Sean O'Donnell's all about. He's putting together a great season, the lad.
That's for sure. He'll be looking to add to that tonight.
The thing about the game, the last home game here against Galway, fantastic performance. Everyone was saying it. You know, the crowd were in full voice that night, and rightly so. But what the Harps lads have done there with that game, they've set a bar for themselves. That's what I was thinking, you know, after the game immediately. You know, now, listen, you've shown how well you can play, how good a football you can play against the best side in the league. And I suppose the challenge now for the team is to live up to that.
Well, that's for sure. There's certainly a benchmark for them against Galway last Friday night, and looking to get that form back tonight. There's a good play out no wing by Trudy. It's just overhit. I think it was Kern trying to get his head onto that. I think it was young Lennon on the right hand side. Had done well to get around Doherty, and Lilden was just looking for him again. But good play there by the winger. I think it was Adam Lennon, a recent signing for Trudy, I think, and it shows some trickery there. Rory's cut inside the fullback and put on a decent cross into the back post.
Yeah, listen, I think it's his fourth game tonight, and he's already gone on the score sheet for them. So no doubt Stephen Doherty will be given all he wants over that far side tonight in this first half. Anyway, Harps just need to settle it down again and start retaining a bit of possession.
Yeah, Ryan Rennie with a really good run there, getting past two players. Sean O'Donnell judged to have fouled his man. Yeah, just maybe the hands on the pull the jersey maybe. So a long ball into the box, looking for George, but it's cleared by Rooney. It's picked up by Christopher. Good link-up play here. And just overplayed by Conor Barry there in the middle of the field. That's good play by Devitt. He finds Lennon, who's been fouled by Doherty. But a tricker so far from the right winger, causing a bit of ball over there on their left-hand side there for young Stephen Doherty.
Yeah, that's that match-up again. You know, the new number 34, Adam Lennon. You know, he is a ball of tricks over there, and you know they've given away a free kick in a dangerous position here now. Need to deal with this.
Yeah, no doubt looking for one of their centre halves or Curran in here to get on the end of this. It's a deep one into the box, and the referee has adjudged a bit of pushing going on there. So both teams just looking to settle down here. We've just gone over the 7-minute mark here, and no team really getting a grip of this match yet, as you'd expect early on.
No, it's just one of those. Harps just haven't got into their flow just yet. You know, the passing game, you know, in fairness, Treaty are in their faces, and you know the passing game is just more difficult whenever that press comes on you, but it's early days.
Harps going long again as Scott Orr wins it. Kevin Porter helps on to Sean Donald, but Banda's offside. Noticing them goal kicks, Tony McNamee pushing right up beside Sean O'Donnell and BJ Banda, so it's obviously something they've seen, Rory, on videos or something that they're going to work on tonight and try and make use of.
Yeah, you know, there seems to be a 3 behind Tony, you know, of Ryan Flood, Ryan Rainey, and Kevin Porter here. But yeah, Tony's just playing in the hole behind them. It was a nice wee flick on from Shawnee there, but BJ just went a little bit too quickly and was called off.
So Mackison gets out of trouble there, switches the play over here to Kevin Porter, but a space for him to drive into. He gets into the Treaty half. That's a good ball down the wing to find BJ Banda, who's looking sharper every game he plays here at Finn Park, but he's well tackled there. It was the single centre half. Walsh came across to intercept it. It's good play in the midfield. Barry got on it, but just a bit of miscommunication there. So it's going to be Chambers, another new sign as far as I know for Treaty, and he's going to look for a bit of distance here. Looking for centre forward, Curran to get on the end of this, but Mackison's under it. Headed out by O'Riordan. Barry tried to help it on, but it's a bit of head tennis at the moment in the middle of the field, so we need to get it down as well. Good ball through by Lennon. McCallion's under pressure. He's got it half away. The ball's just drifted wide there. There's a half chance there for George to get one on target, and just kind of snatched it a wee bit just.
Yeah, you know, Dye did well to get that header away there, but it just fell into a dangerous area and just a snapshot, but luckily enough it was just pulled wide. I think Galway would have given Harps more time and space to play last Friday night, and Treaty are really pushing up on this on the Harps, and it's just they're not getting into their rhythm as easy tonight. Yeah, as you've seen there, just a wee bit overplayed to the far wing. Good enough idea to switch to play, but just looking just to find the openings here at Finn Park to try and play through this Treaty team, who have done very well so far, it has to be said. And the Curran just lays it over here to 11, Christopher. So well tackled by American Ryan Flood, who gets the free from his team. One thing about Ryan Flood, you'll get a shift out of him, Rory. Absolutely, it was great sliding tackle there to win the ball back, and he was immediately fouled. But It gets Harps the chance to get on the ball here now again and start pushing up here.
Maxwell will go back to Rory Kelly. And Scott Ward pulls away to just create a bit of space for McCallion just to get up to the halfway line here. And he's gone to Scott Ward now. So Trinity just sitting back in a low block here as they defend their own half there. With Curran can isolate up alone on his own. Harps will try and break it down, but so far it's been a bit of a struggle. They'll reset and rebuild again from their own half. Flood will back to Mackison. Patient build up here. Dave Rogers shouting from the sideline, looking from the play forward. It's a good touch by Scott Ward, drives inside. Ryan Rennie to McCallion. Goes back to Rennie. Oh, so Scott Ward just turning trouble there, Rory. Just maybe could have gone back to Rennie. Trying back to me, Mike pick us up. He gets a deflection on it, but it'll go the whole way back to the keeper. Harps trying to play there, and you can hear Dave Rogers shouting on the play forward, but have to be patient too, as Trinity sitting in that mid to low block there, haven't they?
Yeah, that's it. It's something that we seen last week as well. Whenever Galway went down to 10 men, it took Harps a wee while to figure that out.
Yeah, so Scott Ward just got under that one a wee bit as it McCann prevents the corner.
Listen, there's no doubt about it. Harps have the players in this midfield in particular, to keep the ball, keep moving that Treaty defence and midfield around, and the chances will come. They will create the spaces. You just need to be patient on it.
Yeah. So a feature of Treaty's play from watching them there a few weeks ago was definitely these long throws into the box. Actually got a goal from this against Longford there last Friday night, was it? And then with the ball in, Ludden. BJ Bandit almost gets on it. Yeah, the ref didn't like that challenge there as he kind of launched himself. Just stay on his feet maybe, just in jockey there, Roy.
Exactly that, Paddy. It was a bit of a forwards challenge there, just needs to learn to stand up a wee bit because, he's given away a free in another dangerous position from the other side here now. So Harps just need to deal with this again.
Yeah, so it's going to be the captain. Ludden's going to whip this one in. He's gone short to Barry, who's cut inside. Tony McNamee. McNamee's done well just to force him out and jockey him out, as you want to see. Kind of a waste opportunity there for Tree to get one in the box, but they're still in possession here. Yeah, it's good work by the Harps there, just put them under pressure, and at the right moment just forced the error.
Yeah, listen, that was all Tony McNamee's work there. Just very, very experienced. Showed his man, just kept goal side the whole way, showed him across the field, and they end up with Harps getting a throw on this side and getting the ball back. So it's great work by Tony there.
Yeah, good feed by Kevin Porter to find Rainey. Dinks one over the top. That's a super ball. Oh, O'Donnell's just cut out. Well played by the centre half Walsh. And is taking no chances as they clear their lines. That's Ludden again. Yeah, it's a free kick over in the far corner here to Fun Harps. It's a captain looks to have been just to have fouled Ludden. Just a word to the Trinity supporters everywhere on the far side. It seems to be a good number of them in tonight.
Fair play to them coming the whole way up from Limerick. Good to see them over there. I'm sure they're getting a good warm ballot buffet welcome. So it's nice to see them up. Fair play.
Yeah, as ever, well done to them. A great opportunity for Ryan Flood with his wand of a left foot to put one in the box here, and certainly test Chambers here to see. And the box is a bit of pushing and shoving going on. The referee's just having a quick word.
Yeah, I'm sure Ryan will be looking to get a bit of whip on this.
Yeah, it's the likes of Scott Ward or McCallion looking to get onto this. So Flood will whip this in to the near post. Oh, but BJ Banda got on the end of it, but couldn't get a good connection. That's well defended. I think it was number 10, George, got that away. Or maybe it was Barry, was it? Oh, he slipped by Kevin Porter as Lennon put him under pressure, but he's gone back to Rory Kelly as Trudy just push out a little bit.
Yeah, they're sitting quite deep, Paddy, aren't they? You know, you can see the game. They're looking to keep things tight here. Yeah,
long trip up that road to here, and I'm sure if they watched the video from the Galway game last week too, they would have seen that Harps did struggle maybe in that first half to break down that mid block, and maybe it's something they've worked on obviously during the week, and maybe things can open up later on. But Harps looking to get him behind that block. As Stephen Doherty drives in field. That's a first time passing by McNamee. BJ Bandy's picked it up. Sean Donald's going to cross one with his left foot. No, he's sold the defender, and he's great speed again. He's just overcarried it though. So nice bit of trickery by Sean Donald as you expect, but just ran out of pitch.
Yeah, listen, there's one thing Shawnee doesn't lack is a bit of confidence, and he will always try to beat his man. As you say, he showed a bit of trickery to get around him, but just the touchline just came too soon for him. It's better by Harps this last 5 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. As we're approaching the 18th minute here. Kevin Porter gets on that, but good tracking back there by number 10, George. But it's Harps throw. And the Kern holds us up. Experienced player. It's a well ball and a man on the far side. Lennon's in. It's a huge chance. The ball was just played a wee bit heavy for him. He just couldn't get a proper touch on it, but he's recovered the situation. He looks to put in a dangerous ball to the back post. Oh, it's unlucky from Treaty. A good build up there from Treaty. You know what? I think if they could have found Lennon there, I think it would have been a goal, because he's showed so far as a tricky wee player, and he would have time and space to bury that one. Definitely dodged the ball there, the home team.
Yeah, listen, they are sitting deep in this low block, but they're ready to pounce on the break. I think it was a bit of moisture on the surface there. There's a little skift of rain up here, and just took it away from him, thankfully for Harps. Yeah, but we're on the attack here.
In there. It's a good ball to Flood's left foot. He just got under it big time, and it's gone in the river.
Listen, you can't blame Ryan Flood from having to go from that angle and that distance out there. Just leaning back on it a little, but he's got 2 goals earlier in the season against these guys, and I think he fancies another one tonight. Oh yeah, worth a shot from that distance. Good work initially though by Sean O'Donnell, who got that ball into him. Scott Warren will win this header. Looking for BJ Banda. Well headed by Ludden, who's up again, strong in the air. Barry gets on it, and he finds Christopher. Just misplaced the pass to Doherty, who's going to burst through here. He looks for O'Donnell, who takes a decent first touch, but just got away from him just a wee bit. Thought he had it, but it's cleared by Ludden. That's a decent looking pass, but Scott Warrers intercepted it. So just picked up a wee pace. There's a very late tackle on Ryan Rainey there. Barry's going over to see, is he alright? He knows he's just caught him. Just on the turn there, just try to turn him around the corner. That's it. Ryan was just a little bit too quick for him there. Ryan popped the pass off, and the treaty number 7, Conor Barry, just a little bit late. But as you say, just went over and seen if he was okay. Some great work down the left there by Stephen Doherty. Harps can break with the best of them as well. Some great work by him there. Shawnee just didn't get the first touch right, but it was a dangerous moment as well. So Harps certainly looking a bit more dangerous in the last 5 minutes as McNamee looks to get on it. He's certainly a man you want to get on the ball to make things happen. No doubt Treaty are aware of his threat as the good ball on by Doherty. BJ's just slipped, as you talked about, just a wee bit of a drizzle on this pitch here now. It's going to test both teams as Mackinson looks to switch the play
in behind, but Flood picks up the pieces, but he's just slipped as well. So it's a long ball, but that should go the way back to Rory Kelly, who's got time and space. Just a quick shout out to our sponsors, match sponsors tonight, Northwest Forest Services, to thank them, and to Ballyfinch Northern Sports Club Shop, who are our ball sponsors tonight. So big thank you to them. They do a good job over in the shop there.
Yeah, they do a fantastic job for the club. Kieran and Anne and Martin Gallagher there. It's just fantastic work. So thanks very much to the club shop.
Big shout out to them. So Kevin Porter will pick this up with looks to play it, but just a wee bit hard. But Donald, he ran across the defender Walsh, I think it was, but there wasn't much in that. Looking for it. The ball had gone back to the keeper Chambers. Even if there was a touch, I don't think it was. You're not going to get them ones. If the ball was closer to him, maybe you might have a wee shout.
It just shows you what Shawnee's about, though. That pace up there, it is electric, and he'll go for every ball, just like that again there.
Yeah, that's a chance for Barry to feed one to the dangerous Lennon. Well defended this time by Doherty. He's done well in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, Kevin Porter puts his head down, but he's intercepted by Devitt. Just the whole midfielder there, good positioning, done his job, as you'd expect. Fairness to referee Daniel Murphy's let this game flow so far.
I think it's been played in the right spirit here. That it's just mutual respect between both teams. Just not a lot in it at the moment.
Yeah. So this lethal weapon again of Ludden. Mark Ludden as it goes short this time. It's Barry that showed for it. It's a good ball in, but well cleared by Ride Rooney. Who seems to go over that ankle injury. And Tony McNamee again. That work out of possession. Doing the other side for his team as well. We all know if we can do in the ball, but it's off the ball too. He works so hard.
He's a real leader in the middle there now, as you say, both in possession and out of possession. He's got so much quality. Well done by Dahi there.
Play there as Barry stole a yard there on Ryan Rooney, and great block by Dahi McCallion. Young Derry man was out quick there to block that. Kearns come out to look for that. It was a dangerous ball through. But a wee bit of pressure here from Trudy. David, what a strike. It's just gone over the bar though. He showed his awareness as a number 6 a minute ago in that holding midfield position, but he wasn't afraid to have a go there too. Rory stepped into the final third and let one go there. It wasn't far away.
Well, there's no doubt about it. He possesses a good left foot, that boy.
So Rory Kelly goes long. They're looking for Scott Warra again, who goes up for it. They're being adjudged to foul the player, and the referee is going to book him. It's Devitt who had that shot a minute ago. The referee is very quick with the yellow card out there. Obviously saw something he didn't like.
Yeah, I think he's going to book Scott here. Listen, he came inside from the touchline here, and Scott was coming a bit of a distance to try and win that header, but the ref just thought it was a little bit overzealous there. So he picked up the first yellow card of the night.
Yeah, just watching the replay there, just came in from the blind side. Maybe a wee bit unlucky to pick up a yellow, but the referee was closer than us and had a better view of it.
There's no doubt about it. Scotty was going for the ball there, but he's a big lad, and whenever you're running to try and make the header, and you're as strong and powerful as Scotty is, then it's you're going to leave a bit on there.
So free kick to Trudy in just inside their own half. Going to go short to Barry, who plays it back to again. Ludden, and that's looks like a late tackle that time on Scott Warra, but the referee turns a blind eye to that one. I don't think there was too much in it, to be honest. As the rain lashes down here now in Fun Park. It's never far away. So we're into the 27th minute A wee bit of build up here by London. It's a good return ball. It's a big chance as Christopher turns his man inside the box. It's a good ball to the back stick. It's well defended by that man McCallion again, who's there again. Super defended by McCallion. As Doherty's trying to get a play here, but I think it might have been Lennon just a foul there. Di McCallion, 18-year-old, showing years of experience there for the young man. He just a good header, I think, the first time, and a good clearance with the foot the second time, or just knows where to be.
No doubt about it. Di McCallion is a born defender. You know, he scored the equalising goal here against Galway last Friday night, and some super defending there again from him.
Bit of pressure put on by George, but it's Ryan Rooney heads it forward again to beat Billy Banda. And for Sean O'Donnell. Your thoughts, Rory, on BJ Banda not really getting in the game yet? Obviously it needs good service.
Yeah, I think that's it, Paddy. You know, he hasn't just got the service just yet. You know, like Treaty have played quite well this first half an hour or so, and you know, certainly BJ's living off scraps up there. There's no doubt he's working hard, but he just hasn't had much to work on just yet.
Yeah, that can all change in the blink of an eye if he gets half a chance, no doubt. As Treaty go back to Chambers, they'll be happy so far. This first quarter, the first half played, they've done well. That one's been misplayed. Lennon will switch out to the far side here. It's a good touch by George. It's a super ball in. Oh, that danger man Enda Kern just couldn't get on it. It was a super cross in from the wing here from George.
Yeah, decent play again from Treaty. You know, Harps would need to waken up a little bit here because, you know, they're letting them in. That's a couple of fine balls that were put in from both sides now, both sides of the pitch now. And, you know, Treaty have certainly they've impressed in the first half an hour here.
Yeah, certainly putting the pressure on the home team, and a couple of unforced errors too, not helping. Of course, Treaty played Galway last Monday night, which was a tough game for them as well, on the end of a 3-0 defeat, which is the runaway leaders, obviously, beating most teams this year so far. But again, they'll be looking to get at it again tonight, and they've done well in this first 29 minutes. Good play by Porter, looking for BJ Banda. Can he slip one through? It's just, good enough idea, just overplayed as Tony McNamee, but a good run in behind the Treaty defence there.
Yeah, you know, it was good work down the right-hand side there from Kevin, and good work inside as well from BJ. And just the ball, Tony made a fantastic run through the middle. Just needed a little deft touch, really, but BJ just got too much on it and put it through the goalkeeper. But it's more encouraging there from Harps.
We approach mid-August, the lights are on early here at Fun Park tonight. This Kelly was a sort of really long ball into the opposition's half, but it's well dealt with by Walsh. And a super ball by Devitt. He looked like he was off, but Lennon gets the benefit out. He's caught that left foot. Oh, it was a lovely bit of skill there again. He just nutmegged Doherty and he wasn't afraid to let go. Another half decent chance.
Yeah, at first glance here now, it looked like it strayed a couple of yards offside there, but the linesman let it go. I just wouldn't want to give him too much space, that lad, because he's done well.
Yeah, as Doherty goes back to Mackinson. It's a good ball up to McNamee. Mackinson time thinks one over the top. Keeper wasn't sure whether to come or not. It's cleared by Walsh. It's going to be picked up by O'Riordan on this far side as he goes long up to Kern. It's a good layoff, super layoff actually. Christopher just lost that as Ryan Rennie picks his pocket. There's a bit of space over this far side for Wara, but he's gone to Kelly instead, who finds McCallion. And he'll dive into the space again. Harps look to rebuild. Ryan Flood looking to get into the game more. Goes back to McCallion. This time it's into the channel for O'Donnell. It's a super ball. He's taking it down very well. It's a wee I looked for a strike partner, BJ Banda there, but he couldn't get on it. Scott Wara in the way. That's good football. As Porter whips one into the box. Banda gets a wee touch on it, but just McNamee can't get under control, but he'll chase it down. But he's just good work there, in fairness, by the winger. Lennon, he got back doing his job, and he just got a wee clip from McNamee, went down, and got a free kick for his team. It's good play by the winger again.
Yeah, he's putting on a shift, that lad, you know, up the top of the field and then doing his bit down in the fullback slot. I'd like to see the Harps midfield get on the ball a wee bit more, Paddy. You know, seems to be quite a few long balls there tonight, and you know that's not the way that we got success against Galway. You know, I thought the midfield really ran that game that night, so I would like a wee bit more out of Ryan Flood and Ryan Rainey and Tony. Get a few combinations going in the middle.
It's just quite compact in that middle of the field, especially when they go into their mid block, but more patience required. Oh, and Kern on the last one there from a good, must be 30 yards, maybe 35 yards, and super technique. And Rory Kelly was glad to see it go past his post.
Super technique is right. He really caught that full on the meat and drifted past. Thank God.
So another wee warning sign for Fun Harps, but still none here at Fun Park as we're into the 33rd minute. Ryan Flood looked to switch one over to Doherty here, but he's going to be under pressure here. He's done well to win that. McNamee will look for Doherty again, but it's well defended by O'Riordan. Yeah, as you said, maybe just overplaying them big long ones that need to be inch perfect nearly, don't they?
Yeah, listen, if you're going to make a switch like that, you know, you have to drill that pass, because these floated passes, you know, fullback could cut it out, or you know, your fullback, the overlapping defender is going to have to work harder for it. So yeah, just not as slick tonight as we would have been last Friday, but you know, still there are encouraging signs. You know, we are still creating chances.
Yeah, McNamee, our own long throw specialist, gets that into the box as well, defended by O'Riordan again. It's going to break to Ryan Rooney. No, Flood picks it up. Doherty goes out quickly to McNamee. He'll look to create something here. He lays it off to Flood's left foot. Oh, just a wee bit less on that, and BJ Banda could have picked it up there. It was a good enough cross into the box, as you said. Last one, a wee bit, that direct ball was a bit floaty. Whipped into the box that time by Flood, and it gives the player a chance to get something on it.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, that's much better from Harps, and the crowd responded to it. You know, I think, you know, I'm sure everyone in the crowd enjoyed the game against Galway last week, and you know, they just want to see more of that.
Yeah, McKenna with a well-timed clearance. And Ryan Rooney trying to release Sean O'Donnell, but it's just gone out of play. Certainly looking to get O'Donnell behind every time they get an opportunity. Certainly O'Donnell has done well in this first half. He's looked lively on it. So again, it's a long throw from Ludden as BJ Banda. The ref's given the advantage by the looks of it. Scott Warra wins the header. George will try and keep this in. It's Dean George playing out in this left wing mostly. You know what's coming next. It's a long throw again. Both teams using this weapon.
Yeah, well, I suppose listen, when you have a long throw expert on your side, it's a good tool to have.
Yeah, and he can certainly put these in with a bit of power. So that's going to the puppet. Ryan Rooney should clear that. But David picks it up and it's back out to Ludden, who just can't reach that one. It's just run out of play. That's a throw in this far corner at the town end here. So no goals here yet at Fun Park. Has to be said, Trudy probably look the more likely at the moment, but Harps always dangerous on the break as well. Scott Warra clears his lines there, but there's plenty of room over in the far there for Talon to pick this up. There's a good ball inside. Oh, just a wee dummy there from Barry, didn't come off. As Rooney clears his lines again, but that's easy for Walsh. This is going to be a tricky one for the keeper. It skids off the ground, but he's done well. And a quick release to Stephen Doherty, who's going to try and get into opposition half as quick as he can with Len out of position. A wee chance for Harps maybe to create something here. BJ Banda is going to be a good ball into the box. Oh, and that's well claimed, in fairness, by Chambers, who's picked up on knock there, in fairness, in the head. He's young Sean O'Donnell trying to get on the end of it. A good bit of play there by Harps. Just beat the press a wee bit, kind of, and got in that left side. And a great ball in by BJ Banda, but the keeper done well, very brave, getting down in his near post as Sean O'Donnell was lurking.
Yeah, I think it was good from both keepers there, actually. Very well claimed by Rory Kelly there. Was very authoritative there, come out and gathered, threw the ball straight out to Stephen Doherty up the line, then a great run by BJ, and in fairness, a very good cross in by BJ. It was there for Sean to go for. Both him and the keeper went in for it, and unfortunately the keeper just come on the end of it. But a good quick break by Harps.
Yeah, quick break by Harps. Just going to give a special shout to our flag bearers tonight as the team came out tonight. It was Mulroy Academy, and a big shout to all their players and all their coaches. Fantastic work going on down there over the years. Fergus McAteer at the helm of that there, and of course that's where Aaron McLaughlin played his underage football, and see him emerge now into this first team. He's been getting more and more game time the last few weeks too, Rory, and he's certainly somebody who can change the game when he comes on.
For sure. It's great to see Mulroy down. As it has been to see all the young local sides from around the county come and be flag bearers on the games this season. Anne Kelly would be our community officer, and she does fantastic work. I see it at first hand there every Friday night, but also, with thank you emails coming in to Anne as well. So, credit to her and the job that she's doing. And yeah, listen, I'm sure them Mulroy Academy kids who were waving the flags for Finn Harps walking onto the pitch tonight, and they see young Aaron McLaughlin, who just a couple of years ago he would have been playing with them. That just shows you the pathway from junior up into junior Donegal football, and then to see him make his way into senior football here in the League of Ireland and down to the Irish under-19s as well. So it's credit to Mulroy, credit to Aaron and all involved.
Yeah, Aaron, who played for Mulroy up to under-12s and then came into the Finn Harps Academy at under-13, has been here since, and it's great to see the progress he's made. And indeed, Aaron, a couple of years with injuries and stuff like that there, and he never gave up, and he got his reward and with his contract, so good luck to Aaron. And no doubt you'll probably see him in the second half at some stage. So long ball out by Chambers. That's a good build up by Harps. Just force it a little bit. It's a good header in the midfield. They certainly have a few ball players in the middle field there tonight, Trudy. They're certainly comfortable on it. As Kevin Porter looks to return to O'Donnell. BG Bandit tries to get involved. He's flicked one around the corner to O'Donnell, who's a dangerous man in the box, and it's a good tackle. Very, very good tackle there by the number 5, David. Again, the holding midfielder just covering for centre backs there. He's been very good so far.
He's performed a good role for his side there, because that was fantastic work down the right hand side there. Good flick around the corner by BG, and I thought Shawnee was going to show him a clean pair of heels there, but great tracking back by Lee Devitt there to get the tackle in. But Harps of the corner, Ryan Flood's going to be on it.
Yeah, as McNamee looks out, takes two of them for the short. So a chance to get this ball into the box again. And this time Scott Wara has just puts himself at the edge of the box, makes a late run to the back post, and it finds him. Chance for Doherty on his left foot, and it's well cleared by Enda Kern. It's well played by the centre forward, back doing his defensive duties as Tony McNamee picks it up, and he's plenty of numbers in the box for Harps here. He drills one to that far post. Looks like Max just took it off Ryan Rainey there. It's well defended by Talon, who's put a great ball up the wing to the dangerous Lennon. And McCallum knew that. It took no chances.
Yeah, I was just watching that develop there. Dahi recognised the danger very quickly, pushed across and dealt with it there.
Yeah, so at the moment this game is going end to end here as we just over the 40-minute mark. It's a good return pass by Barry, but the experienced McNamee sees it go out of play. Certainly plenty of good footballers in that Treaty team, Rory, on display here tonight.
Well, that's for sure. If you look at the table, I think there's only a point separates these two teams, and that's clear to see from tonight's game as well. I know Harps have been on a decent run of late, apart from Monday night's result there, and Treaty have been on a poor enough run, but at the end of the day, the table doesn't lie, and there's not much between them.
That's for sure. So Donald gets onto this one here. Wee chance here for the Blanda, but it's well defended by Walsh again. And Ludden helps it on. You can see what they're trying there. It just takes one of them to go through, and you've got a great chance but it's well defended by Treaty again. So Mackinson drives up into the half and finds Stephen Doherty, who whips one low and hard to the box, but it's well defended again. O'Riordan this time. So a wee bit of sloppy play there, an unforced error again, just hands possession back to the opposition, and Treaty will be happy to take that ball at the halfway line and build up from there.
Yeah, it's been an intriguing enough 41 minutes here. Both sides kind of cancelling each other out. Both sides have shown a little bit of danger up at each end, but nothing really clear cut. No keeper really has had a save to make just yet.
Yeah, it's a ball in the middle of the field. Tony McNamee turns sharply on it. Finds midfield partner Ryan Rooney, who stays on the ball as he gets up the pitch. BJ Banda lays one off, but it's not to the player desired. Tahim McCann just easy one back to Kelly. We'll waste no time getting it to Scott Wara here. He'll drive up the field again. Kevin Porter has a chance to make progress up this right wing. It's a wee bit too easy for the keeper to get that up.
Yeah, I think the ball just bobbled up there just as Kevin was gearing up to cross that. It just popped up on him, screwed off the outside of his foot.
So Chambers will look for Curran again as Mackinson and battle hard for it. Flood gets on it. It's just a wee flick here to Porter. Goes back to Scott Wara. And again the ball's gone long, but Walsh is comfortable under that again. But it's slack on us with McNamee. They're waiting for Stephen Doherty to make up the ground. He gets it on the left hand side. Goes back into Ryan Rooney. You get more room for the Harps to operate this time. As Mackinson finds Flood, but Treaty have done well to recover that situation. But again, Harps trying to get into the final third here. They've broken in here. Oh, it's a misplaced pass again. There's a good chance there. Scott Orr has to be careful on the yellow. He stands his ground well. And Tahim McCallion will clear this up. As Curran looks to close down Kelly, but it's a great clearance. I think this time Ludden's come through the back of young O'Donnell.
Yeah, Shawnee just did well there, when the ball was played up with him. He just made sure to get himself between the man and the ball, and the only way for the Limerick defender to get through was to come through him, and he won the free kick. There was a couple of decent combinations from that Harps midfield. Just as we were saying earlier there, Paddy, it's just the last ball, the final ball. They're just, just lacking that at the moment.
Yeah, as Flood will, as we approach the last minute of the first half, Flood will drive under the box here. Max looks to flick it on. Troy McNamee looked to get a flick on it, but just a wee bit too overzealous there as Lennon was doing his defensive duty once again. He's been impressed in the first half, the right winger for Treaty. He's definitely a threat out there.
Yeah, and just as earlier, he does his bit at the back as well. He's not afraid to track back, and just as for Shawnee O'Donnell there earlier, he just kept himself between the ball and the man, and Tony just come in the back of him.
Yeah, his chance was probably the best chance in the half. If that pass was right, he would have been in, no doubt. But so 3 minutes injury time here as O'Donnell chases one down again, but again it's Walsh with the header as BJ Banda picks it up. It looks for O'Donnell. It's a good ball. He looks to reverse the pass, and he's still on it though. Oh, this trickery's in. Oh, it's a good block, and it's that man Devitt again. He just sensed the danger again and got over to that near post, and then he's giving away a corner, but he'll not be one bit bothered about that.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Devitt's providing a great screen for Treaty back there. And Shawnee, Shawnee's tail's up there. A wee bit of trickery, a wee bit of bravery. Something nearly come off it.
So again, it's Flood and McNamee over the corner as Flood will launch us into the box again. It'll be a great time to get one just before the half-time whistle. It's Scott Wara, and he's definitely all over his man there. That's number 2 O'Riordan, I think, with the brave bit of defending there.
Yeah, he was just climbing a bit there, Scott. Decent ball again, but
So as we approach the half-time whistle here, 0-0 at Finn Park. It's been a good battle down here between Curran and Scott Warr for these headers as well. And those two involved again. Here's Warr, goes up, finds BJ Banda. It's a good turn by the big man. Just a wee bit too intricate. And Rory Kelly. And as Bright Pink will roll this out to Mackinson. Is there time for the home team to launch one more attack before the half-time whistle? As O'Donnell's come out to this far side. He finds Rooney. He keeps possession and looks to come inside here to Ryan Flood. Again, it's good discipline shown by Treaty as they held their line, but Sean O'Donnell will look to work that side again, but again he's just carried out over that line.
Yeah, I think Sean O'Donnell has been Harps' main source of danger here in this first half. But there's no doubt about it. Treaty are probably going to go in at half time the happier of the two sides. Yeah,
I totally agree with that, Rory. They've shown some good football tonight here, and they've had almost get on a couple of times and a couple of shots from long range. The home team, you'd like to see them creating a wee bit more, but that's something they'll have to sort out at half time. You'd like to see Ryan Rooney and maybe Tony McNamee get on a bit more in the middle third. They seem to be bypassed a few times.
Yeah, they just haven't been on the ball as much as I would like to have seen tonight, because I was very, very impressed with our midfield three, the two Ryans and Tony there, this last couple of weeks. There's no doubt about it. Treaty are working really, really hard and they're very effective midfield, but maybe that hard work might tell in the legs later on in the game. That's what we would hope.
Yep, as our referee Daniel Murphy calls the first half as he blows the whistle, and it's 0-0 and not much in this at all. It's going to be loads of football to play in the second half. Both managers will go on at half time. No doubt Thomas Barrett for Treaty and Dave Rogers for Fun Harps will looking for maybe a plan B for the second half to try and break down the opposition's defence. But how do you see it, Rory?
Oh, that's just it. Both sides have had their moments without either keeper having a save to make. It's kind of a bit of a game of attrition there in the middle. I think Treaty's midfield are kind of coming out on top against I think we've the better ball players in there. We're just not getting on it enough just yet. A few long balls for Harps have been playing just haven't worked out. I would like to see a little bit more intricacy and getting the ball wide and getting it in rather than the long ball. But listen, there's another half to go, so we'll see what that brings.
Yeah, of course, both teams might look to their bench in the second half. That could make a difference as well, but time will tell. We'll have a cup of tea at half time, and please join us for the second half.